Hello and welcome to another SkaredCast Battle Report. The first one of the new year, I think. I think this one's going to be released then. Orcs versus Craftworld Eldar. Let's dive in.
The Dark King.
Hello and welcome everyone to another battle report. We're here with Mike at the Mini Wargaming Studio. Thank you very much to Mini Wargaming. You're all amazing. Of course, he gets to play in the Orc Studio, being an Orc player.
Oh, I love it.
That's right.
Wah.
Yeah, whoa, that's right. He is going to yell really loudly when it gets to it. And there's no one here, so it's just me.
I'll try to warn you so you can plug your ears this time.
No, it's good.
Heard at the,
we'll film it for everyone at home, so you've been warned. Little spoiler warning up here. There will be a loud war at some point in this video. Mike here is the winner of the Ontario League Championship. Champion!
I don't want to brag. I'm just
Yes, you can. You can brag.
Yeah, Skari streamed that, and unfortunately, I didn't warn him when I was going to wash. So
that's okay. My ears just destroyed.
Took his headset
I
right
did
off.
have to take my headset off, and I warned everybody on stream. But we are playing Recover the Relics, which is one of the missions that was previewed by Games Workshop and that was used at the US Open Invitational Final. Basically a prelude to all the new missions that will be coming out. So, new primary scoring. We're also going to be using the new secondaries as well. Both of our lists are not really tweaked for it, but we'll make do. So, that's what we're going to do. Other than that, let's go through Tim Hortons. Yours to be delicious. Okay, let's dive into the armies, and then we'll get into the game. And here is 2,000 points of Craftworld Eldar. The first detachment is a Masterful Shots Expert Crafters, which has a Warlock Council, my Warlord, a Farseer, 2 units of 5 Dire Avengers with double cannon on the Exarch, a huge unit of 10 Dark Reapers with a Tempest Launcher, 2 Hornets with Hornet Pulse Lasers, and a single Wave Serpent with 2 cannons and twin catapults at the bottom. That's the first patrol detachment. The second one is Savage Blades and Hunters of Ancient Relics. We have 2 Wave Serpents this time with 3 Shuriken Cannon, 2 units of 5 Wraith Blades with blades, a Spirit Seer that is subbed out Smite for Ghost Walk, and 2 Wraith Lords with Flamers. There you have it. 2,000 points on the nose. I also forgot there's these Rangers. Whoa! Look at them go. They were sneakily sneaking.
Coffee out of the shot.
That's okay. Coffee's in the shot.
All right.
It's not a problem. Here we have 2,000 points of Goffs. That's right. You heard it right. No Gazgul to be seen, though. Shame. I'm just kidding.
Gazgul's not canon, so yeah, I do feel shame over that.
Yes, yeah, Gazgul is the biggest and the baddest. However, to sub in the biggest and the baddest, you brought a giant stomper. But Mr. Gravy Jones, please, we just talked about that. It's funny. Take us through your list. What have you brought today?
So, super heavy auxiliary detachment, obviously with the Stompa, and then the rest of the armies wrapped up in a battalion. We got the Warlord, which is the Beast Boss on Squigosaur. He's got Artist Nails, Beast-Hide Mantle, very tough. Then we have the Big Mech with the custom force field. I gave him Big Gob, which extends the range of his force field by 3 inches. And he has a super cyborg body, so half solid damage, and he's got a 4-up invuln. And then for troops in the battalion, we got 2 squads of Grots, 1 unit of Truck Boys, the truck that they go in. And then for fast attack, we have a unit of Storm Boys over here. We have 2 Megatrak Scrap Jets.
Individuals?
No, that's not allowed anymore.
Oh, I know. Just rubbing it in. Just rubbing it in.
And then we have a unit of 2 Rocket Truck Squig Buggies, because until those points go up, they're in every list. And then 2 units of 5 Commandos. Skari sort of sprung on me that we're going to use the new secondaries.
Correct.
I would have brought 2 units of 6 Commandos and 6 Storm Boys.
Too low. Too late. Too late.
But I did not. So, and then finally, just to round everything out, we have a unit of 5 Killicans with Scorches.
Flamers, yep.
Yeah.
And 2 mech guns.
And 2 mech guns. Sorry, forgot about the mech guns.
Perfect. There you have it, 2,000 points. Let's dive in, recover the relics. And here we are before we start the game. I hope you enjoyed the armies. Let us know what you think of the armies down below. The army lists are all in the link in the description as well, so you can take a look at them. Mike, what did you take for your secondaries?
I took grind them down.
Right.
I took behind enemy lines.
Yep, because you're going to be in my face.
Yeah, and I feel like with 6 objectives, it's pretty. Your list is really mobile, so it's going to be hard to get Stranglehold off. And then finally with, I think I took, what was the last one? Rod. Even though
Retrieve Octerus data.
Yeah, even
technically Retrieve Nocturnus data, or whatever it's called now.
You can't call it Rod no more.
No, you can't call it Rod. It has to be R&D, Research and Development. Then we, I am going to go for Stranglehold. Hold 2, hold more, basically.
Is it hold 2, hold more?
It's at least 2 and more than your opponent. So my plan's going to try to hold 2 and kill you off 2 to hopefully get Stranglehold. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to try to get banners up. It is very risky because you're very fast. But if I go for engage, I have to go past the halfway point. I don't think I'm going past the halfway point. And if I take anything else, like I tried teleport homers one time, and I don't have enough troops in this army to pull it off effectively, or the mobility to pull it off effectively, which is why I've chosen those secondaries. But before we do that, there's a special roll to have you had, sir. Okay, let's go for hiya. Oh, I rolled a 1.
5.
Would you like to deploy first? I don't have any forward deployers. I'm an old book.
If you don't have any forward deployers, then I don't think I care much.
You don't. You're gonna let me go first.
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay, perfect, excellent. We are back after deployment. Let's go over mine first, then Mike will go over his. 2 Hornets on the line, Wraith Lord on the line, 2 Wave Serpents with Wraith Blades, the Seer Council, or the Warlocks, and 10 Reapers in that Wave Serpent, the Spirit Seer, the Farseer, another Wraith Lord, all there. In Outflank Reserve, I put 2 units of Dire Avengers, and I Deep Struck the Rangers, which I think will be very fun. Okay, the Orcs themselves have responded in kind.
Yes, we have. I have 2 units of commandos forward deployed on these objectives.
Yeah, to make sure he gets his command point when we start the game.
It's hard to clear all 3.
That's the key.
That's the key. Yeah. So and then we have the Stompa right here at the edge of my deployment zone.
Mm-hmm.
Inside the Stompa, we have 10 units of Garrots just to protect them from whatever they need to be protected from turn 1. And then a unit of 5 Stormboys. Stormboys actually take up 2 slots in the Stompa, so that fills out the 20 slot.
They'll be able to get out, move, potentially advance. Like they're very, very fast, especially with that extra 3-inch deploy from the Stompa.
Yeah, and I might not even take them out of there this turn.
Yeah, it's for later. They just have a very big threat range from where the Stompa is. Plus, they can advance like what? Auto 6 or something?
Auto 6, so they move 18 when they advance.
Which is fantastic. That's a 21-inch move out of the Stompa.
Yeah. Very good.
That's incredibly fast.
Now, we have truck boys in the truck, so they can get out and move and do their thing if they need to. And then we have in Deep Strike, I guess, we have the 2 scrap jets, 5 Killicans, and then I put 10 Grots in reserve so they can come off the board edge and do Rod at some point when I need it.
I love it. Looks like a plan. I have a plan. You have a plan?
I have a plan.
Okay, roll to go first, my good sir. Let's see. Will the Orc Stompa goodness move forward fast? Ooh, it's a secret. You can take the train up. Reveal. I don't know what that is. A 2. Okay.
2.
What will the Eldar say? The Eldar say, ha! You have to go first, my good sir.
All right, we'll get in position.
I love it. I will be spending 2 of my 9 command points to redeploy these 3 units.
Oh, right. So.
End of the Orc movement phase. Truck moved up. Commandos stayed here. They just scooted up. The 2 cannons have just kind of moved up like that.
Stayed the same.
Yeah.
I figured if you can't shoot anything this turn, might as well leave them behind.
That's right.
Yeah.
The Big Stompa was able to sidestep and can actually see this Wave Serpent now past that line of the obscuring. Those commandos stayed put, and the mech and the Warboss kind of moved up, while the Grots got out and did Rod, and they can't fail because they're a big unit of 10, and they're completely fine. So with that, we're going to dive into the shooting phase. Basically just one thing to shoot.
Everything from the Stompas going into that wave.
That sounds like a plan. Right. This was the most epic, busted shooting phase I've ever seen in my life. What happened? Nothing happened.
Okay, I think I did 5 or 6 wounds onto this.
You did 5 wounds onto that wave serpent with an entire Stompa.
And then he was shooting through the forest.
He was.
It was the only way I could get shooting this turn. And then the Squig Buggy shot into the thing that doesn't have -1 damage. So the Wraith Lord.
Yep.
4 hits went through, and he made 4 5-ups. So.
I did. I made 4 5-up saves. That Wraith Lord is like, this is my house.
Yeah, it is his house.
It is my house now.
We'll see if we can do anything next turn.
Okay, so let's see how this goes as we move into Eldar turn number 1. Now, that means he doesn't get any kills for grind.
And I don't get behind enemy lines.
You don't get behind enemy lines, but that'll happen next turn. But at the same time, you get a bonus point on your primary for every unit you kill up to a max of 3 in each battle round to help with the primary scoring. So that's 0 primary bonus points. End of the Eldari movement phase. He did run like 5, so he was able to get onto that objective. Excellent. I need to... For Stranglehold, I was wrong. I need to hold 3 and then hold more than my opponent. So I need to stop him from holding one of the objectives. I can't really do this one, because if I crack that, then 10 boys get out, and then I have to kill them. My best hope is to shoot and kill or / charge and kill those storm boys, those commandos, and then just have 1 model on the objective to contest a whole Stompa, because they're not knights yet.
Not yet. I don't think they will ever be.
That is correct. So without further ado, we jump into the psychic phase. The Dark Reapers did get out. They're just very close to fire and fade back into their transport, which is going to be good. Keep them alive. So and I put 1 banner down with my Wraith Blades. Excellent. Here we are after the first turn. I decided to bite the bullet. I didn't fire and fade the Dark Reapers, which might be a mistake. However, I did fire and fade this Wave Serpent, move blocking more, and getting onto that objective to contest it, which will give me my Stranglehold for 3 points. I also denied grind them down. I didn't do any damage here. I killed two of the commandos here. I killed those commandos there. So I killed 1 of the cannons. So I did kill 2 things for 2 bonus primary points. And I dropped him down to only 8 points for primary because he's holding 2 of these objectives. With that, we're going to dive into turn number 2 and... War! That's what you do when you're an orc, he says.
All right.
The orcs, invigorated by that war. He's committed the Storm Boys. They've come up. They did take a mortal wound. He put it on the knob, though.
Let's put a marker there.
The truck moved up, dislodged the truck boys, who then advanced, because it is ward, got onto this objective. Huge 6-inch advance. So he pulled my banner down and is now going to be able to charge and create general havoc in the back. But that also means he gets behind enemy lines with both of these if he's past this point here at the end. If not, he'll only get the 1. But on the other side, he's also moved and advanced his commandos. Deep struck the killer cans, trying to go for the Wraith. However, this Wave Serpent causing more issues than it's worth, blocking out like some good deep striking areas. Wasn't able to stop him from moving, which is a shame, because it was just shy. Should have moved him a little bit further back. But he was not able to really get far enough to charge that Wraith Lord. And then the Stompa just moving around. He is wounded, so he's going to see if he heals up on a 2.
No. I'm gonna heal him with the.
Oh, it's just heal D3. Yeah, no roll, no Grot Riggers there.
So 2.
2, nice. He's back up to 33 wounds because I did do some damage to it last turn. They just kind of moved up to hold objectives. This kind of scooted sideways. These Grots came in off the board edge to do Rod in this quarter, so he's done both this one and this one, but still needs to do these 2 over here. That'll give him 4 points. And that's it, really. You still have 2 scrap jets in reserve.
I do.
That's like, and this was your big war turn for the advance and charge, but you just need to get up 1 turn, and then everything else is gravy. Right?
Davy Jones.
So with that, we're diving into the shooting phase. Take a look at the table. Let's see how much the orcs can kill. I'm thinking it's a lot. Recap. Mike, best shooting phase ever again.
It was not.
No, the Stompa was like, I'm 800 points. And I did 7 wounds to a Wraith Lord. Uh-oh. The buggies did actually shoot. They split their fire. Like, there was a lot of splitting fire. He had all the scorches and some shots here. Shooting the Wraith Lord did 2 damage. I did use 2 command points to -1 to hit the Dark Reapers, which made a huge difference because a lot of shots didn't shoot them with all the big shooters. He did try kill the Wraith Lord with the Stomper, didn't do it. And then the buggies over here shot and did 2 wounds on one of the Wraith Blades. But other than that, they failed to do any damage. He rolled Snake Eyes for the amount of shots, so 3 shots minimum onto the Dark Reaper. It just was not a good shooting turn for the Orcs. But hopefully, in glorious battle, in close combat, they are Goffs. We did talk about this, right?
Yeah.
You're used to playing freebooters.
Yeah, so my shooting's a lot better usually.
Correct, yes.
We'll see what I do later.
So they are about the melee. Where are you charging first, my good sir?
We'll just put the Stomper right into this guy.
Yes?
Yeah.
I think you make it.
No, we make it.
I think you definitely make it.
I'm going to charge with him now.
Yeah, into the same guy?
Yep.
Okay,
6.
he goes 6 as
He's
well.
He's actually going to move back.
Oh, he doesn't want to come and be the closest thing, does he?
No.
Okay, and then over here we have some really cool...
We're going to just make sure we're just within 1 inch.
Yep.
But,
he doesn't want to overcommit the big mega war boss because that guy's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, he does a lot of damage. Okay, we'll be back after this.
Okay.
So the cans were able to make a nice long charge with the 3d6 charge and did 3 mortal wounds to my Wraith Lord on the charge in, but the commandos did not get in. They stayed back there. Meanwhile, these Storm Boys did charge that Hornet here, hopefully to take it down. There's a claw on that knob?
No.
No claw, just a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
And then over here, he is charging into the Dark Reapers, which means I'm going to spend one of my 2 remaining command points to Overwatch. And I am still guided, and they're going to use their 2-shot profile. So it's 18 shots plus 2d6 from the Tempest launcher. I'm going to show you what happens here, because this is a pivotal moment. 2d6 shots from the Tempest launcher. 8 shots.
Not bad.
I'm okay with that so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Needing 6s to hit. Okay, 1 so far, and they are guided as the Farseers. Cool. So 2, needing 5s to wound though, because Orcs toughness 5. Who knew that was going to be useful? And that's fine. I'm not going to use my reroll there. And then I get 18 more shots. Okay, 18 shots, needing 6s. Come on, Dark Reapers. You're going to need to do some damage here to stay alive. Well, not with that roll, they're not. Nope, not 1. Rerolling, though. I'm making you sweat here.
He's making me sweat.
Okay, so 2 so far. Not bad, not bad. Okay, 4 so far. Excellent. And 4s to wound, because they are strength 5. So that's 2 so far with a free reroll for expert crafters. So 3 at -2, 2 damage, and ignore cover. So 3 of them will be going down.
Okay, I think I'm going to have to give up this objective.
Makes sense. Bloop. There he goes.
Because the Dark Reapers have to die.
Excellent. And here we are at the end of the turn. The Orcs that got through the Overwatch did kill 9 of the Dark Reapers, and then the last one ran due to morale. He did tag that Wave Serpent, he tagged that Hornet, he tagged that Hornet in close combat, but he did leave me with 2 objectives, and I get a command point because I do hold that one, which is pretty good. He just went to grab a cup of water. So other than that, with the Dark Reapers done, it's going to be a little bit of a tougher game. Let's see what I can do as we move into turn number 2 for the Eldar. So I did get 8 points for my primary, which is good. And then in the movement phase, I did gain a command point for having that objective. And I spent both to fall back and charge with this Wave Serpent. The plan here is to charge into this Killer Can and only take 2 Killer Cans worth of attacks, because this Hornet fell back and is pinning these 2 Killer Cans in place because they're closer than they are to this. So they can't pile in that way. They have to pile in this way. And it's over 4 inches, so they can't attack him. Oh, man. I spent like 10 minutes thinking about it. Need little shenanigans like that to try and stop. If that guy can survive, that's really useful. Stops them from being able to just move around and shoot and charge whatever they want. It gives me a turn of breathing to like try and like come back from a very pressurized turn. This Wraith Lord was able to advance onto that objective to once again contest the objective and stay out of 3 inches of Mr. Shark guy. And over here, I brought strategic reserves. They're all within 1 inch of my board edge. I just know that was part of the FAQ. And they're going to basically help shoot. This Wave Serpent touched this objective here, this terrain here, so you can see them as well. That's how much I love orcs. These showed up here. They're potentially going to try and charge into them and put objectives secured onto that objective to just really help me solidify holding it at least. This unit here is going to be putting up their banner as well. And then I've got the Wraith Blades hopefully coming in doing some damage, while the Farseer is ready to potentially just tie up that truck and try and do some damage over there. The Spirit Seers over here ready to continue to do some mental interrogation, and that's about it. So we'll see what happens. I did bring the Rangers in, the Deep Struck here. That's why I didn't take engage on all fronts. So I am contesting that right now. So I'm not going to really be able to gain... I'm not really going to be able to get... Stranglehold this turn. It's pretty much going to be impossible because I can't really take that objective away. I wish. It'd be fun, but not today. Okay, wish me luck as we move into my next turn. And here we have it after the turn. Wraith Blades were able to kill this unit because I doomed them and then they charged and murdered them. I was able to get another interrogation. I used this to block, of course, you saw that. They came in and together with that Wave Serpent killed the Storm Boys. I put up 6 damage on this truck in total. And then big play here was actually really good. To stop the Overwatch, I charged the Commandos, which I wasn't able to kill in shooting, with the Wave Serpent. And then Mike interrupted to base me, so I couldn't pile in onto the Killicans. Very smart play there, because basing the Killicans means now they're completely fine. The Commando did run away, though, which does mean that he doesn't get grind again for another turn. Sad face for the Orcs. Now, with that, let's dive in to Orc turn number 3. And I did not get Stranglehold, though. So that is going to be a big turn of events. And then we still have the Scrap Jets to come in. But because of my movement aggressive, I was able to push his Scrap Jets back to this side of the table as well. They have to come in this turn. Okay, on to turn number 3. Let's see what happens. And you do get 8 points for 2 objectives. Oh, you hold that one.
Yes, I do.
So you will get 12 points because you hold 3 objectives. Nice. And you got 3 bonus points last turn to my 3 bonus points as well. End of the movement phase. And halfway through the shooting phase. So that Wave Serpent's down to 3 wounds. Did forget to say that Wraith Lord did shoot the Grots that were here, killed 6 of them, and then a couple of them ran. So there's 2 Grots left, but they jump into the Stomper. They're going to hide. They're going to hide away. Yeah. And then we have that stayed in combat. They just moved up out of the forest, but they will more than likely get a 3d6 charge and just charge in over here and start causing some crazy havoc on this side. The Grots did advance up the board, and he moved up the table. And that's it. The Big Mech is kind of stepped around here, making sure that he's on that objective still. But with that, we're diving into... He's very hard to kill. He's got like half damage and a 4-up invul. So it's... Even though he's a character on his own, don't be fooled. He is he is a tough character. Yeah. With that, let's continue with the shooting phase. End of the shooting phase. The Killicans weren't able to kill that. 1 flamer there. And did put 2 ones on that Hornet. That shot and fought did nothing into that. Other shooting. Stomper shot everything into the Wave Sim. Killed it. Didn't blow up. And then the Squig Buggies succeeded in taking that down together with the 2 Scrap Jets. This Wave Serpent has 1 wound remaining, and one of these Wraiths took 2 damage. So with that, we're going to dive into, I believe it's the charge phase now. Mike does have 2 CP, which he can use for ramming speed over here, which will be really useful.
Well, we're going to save that for now. I'm going to charge a Stompa into the...
Okay. Into the Wraith Lord? Well, I don't think you can fail that charge.
6, so... Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, taking the terrain with him.
Yeah, okay. He's going right there.
Cool.
I guess I will charge this
into
guy
the Hornet.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Oh, he makes it 2. Okay. To the little wing tip.
Yep. He doesn't have CP to interrupt, so I might as well charge my
I do not have CP to interrupt. He advanced.
He did advance, right?
Yeah, so he can't do anything there.
I didn't want.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't play Goffs. I play Speedwall. You don't get to advance. Yeah. All right.
So, all-out charge here, or speed wall. He's going to try charge here and also charge into the Farseer.
All right.
Okay, let's see what they do. That'll be enough. Rarg! Here they go. We'll be back after the charge phase. But the killer cans are charging. It's going to be painful. Okay, so here we have it. We have the end. Oh, the killer cans did kill the Farseer. You only need to make 2 saves, failed both, even with his reroll from his Seer of the Shifting Vector. He still died. Then the cans killed all of the Wraith Guard, and they have piled in to attack and to target my unit of Wraiths. Seer Council. So they get 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1 hit roll, wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1 wound roll, so that'd be 3 saves on the killer cans. No AP on these.
3 ups.
Very cool.
We're good.
They're completely fine. So as we start turn number 3 for the Eldar, seems pretty grim, but I'm going to try and get as many points as I can here and deny you as many points as I can, because it's in my nature to squeeze the pain. Although I'm not playing with Drukari, so it's a little different. The Farseer dying is probably the biggest faux pas. I can't get Doom on them anymore, which is a pain in the neck. But they T5?
T5, yeah.
T5, okay. So at least I wound them on 3s if I want to charge in. You know what? You have no CP. I have 1 CP, so let's see what I can do as we move into the next turn. Plan kill killer cans. Underway. I decided to fall back with the Warlock Council. It means I can't cast Jink, but I'm going to have to try and do something. I am going to try and cast Empower onto the Wraithblades, not Mental Interrogation, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to win this game. So let's see if I can make them get +1 hit in combat. Yeah, I don't. I needed +1 to that. That is a shame. I have 1 CP. I have to reroll both dice though. Nah, that's fine. Whatever.
Sounded like a 6 power.
Never mind, it's a 6. Yes, they get +1 hit. Amazing. Good job. Yeah, that's all I needed. +1 hit, baby. You ready? You ready for this?
No.
They're going to kill you. It's going to be great. I think I'm going to be... I've been developing this list. I'm really liking it. I'm going to make sure I have 1 unit of blades, 1 unit of axes and shields for the invul save. I think that's going to make all the difference in a lot of these games that are really, really close. But we'll talk more about that later. Okay, let's do some shooting. See if I can peel the last 2 wounds off one and potentially kill or wound another one with the rest of my guns. Okay, after shooting, I killed 1 and put 1 down to 1 wound. Oh, and then that Hornet is going to charge your Grots as well. Yay! He makes it in. He's essentially just going to go 4 inches up this way. Like so. Something like that. Good job. Good job. We don't count the pieces of terrain in the forests. If not, that would be silly. So originally, I saved the command point to give them Supreme Disdain, which would have been exploding 5s and 6s with the +1 to hit. However, I did have to use the reroll to get into combat. Sadly, I failed the first charge, which means they are hitting on 2s, rolling 1s, and wounding on 3s against the cans. So we'll see what happens here. End of the turn, as you can see, 1 killer can killed 3. I attacked with the Rangers first because they're Hunters of Ancient Relics, so they get extra attacks. They killed the 1 killer can who exploded, killing the wounded Wraith. I did kill 2 more, and then in morale he rolled a 1, so he didn't even run away after losing 4 of his friends. Oh my goodness gracious. Over here nothing really happened, and over here nothing really happened either. But with that, the Orcs will get 12 more points. There is not really much I can do. It is turn 4 next turn, which means he will only get 4 points for engagement for Rod with the Grots once he gets closer that way. And other than that,
I think I would get 8 total if I
8 total.
To get that off.
Yeah, so if they'll come this way, because you'll just kill that with all your shooting, and then over here. Yeah. So in that will be an Orc victory. Good game. That was really fun. I hope you enjoyed it.
Good game.
That was fun. What was your takeaway? Who was your MVP this game?
Definitely the cans. the cans.
Ah, they did so good.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was my mistake here. I should have made sure I charged them with that Wave Serpent. Them coming in and killing both units of Wraith, and the Farseer. That was just the big mistake for me. Because you were able to base him, and I wasn't able to pile in, and I wasn't able to kill him and then pile in, which made just messed my whole plan up. But Eldar are a fickle race. At least right now.
They're about to get a lot better.
And, well, hopefully. We have no idea. So, the rumor mill, though, is pretty healthy with that.
Yeah.
Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a huge shout out to the channel Patreons, without whom this would not be possible. Thank you so much, Mini Wargaming, for letting us use the awesome studios here at the Mini Wargaming Studio to film these amazing battle reports. Thank you, Mike. Enjoy. This is really, really cool to see all the Goffs and all the Orcs that you've been doing. Other than that, thanks a lot for tuning in, everybody. This is Skari, your grateful host, signing off until next time. Skari out. Ah, the Dark Kin.